Hello YouTube, today I'll be showing you a Runesphere guide. So what are Runespheres? They're basically a distraction and diversion for runecrafting. It's located anywhere in Runespan, so just use the Wicked Hood teleport to the Wizard's Tower, or just use Max Guild Skill Portal to the top floor. I would recommend at least 33 runecrafting, so you can access all the islands on the bottom floor. For the middle floor, at least 66, and top floor at least 95 I think. So how do you locate a Runesphere? Well, it spawns every 2.5 hours, and the despawn time varies, and I'll explain later. There's no D&D or minigame tracker in-game for this. However, there is a website called 99forthewin.com. The spawn times are approximately the same for every world, but the location's different. So let me just go to the website for you. So when you type in 99forthewin.com, you'll be redirected to a Google spreadsheet created by this username called BatwingRobes, who is also his Runescape name as well. Now you go to this bottom of the spreadsheet, and you'll find the sheet that says Runespan on it. And then you click on the sheet. Now you'll see a Runespan calculator and a Runesphere Tracker. So on the right side of the spreadsheet, you'll see various Runesphere timers. Well, the first thing you should do is find out what the current UTC time is, which is the in-game time or the time in Great Britain. If you don't know how to find the game clock, then go to your game settings and then go to the interface tab, and then select the option that says UTC clock and select that says full background or border only, but it doesn't really matter which one. As long as you can see it now, it should be displayed on the screen. So anyways, back to the spreadsheet. Based on the current UTC time and date, scroll down to the nearest next time to what is current, and that should be your next spawn time. Don't worry about what it says in green because that's just to program the spreadsheet, so that refreshes automatically every couple of days. The worlds 14, 51, 65, 83, 84, and 37 spawn earlier than usual. The spreadsheet also does warn you that there's a 4-minute margin of error. So once the Runesphere is spawned, you'll see a Runesphere icon that looks like this on the top middle left side of your screen. When you hover over that icon, it will tell you which floor in Runespan the current world's on. It can spawn on any island on that floor. There's no way to give a direct indication of which island it is. To save all the trouble of finding the spear, just use the NXT client and use the increased draw distance, and then you should be able to see it somewhere. However, I'm a Java user, so I can't really take advantage of that. Otherwise, you can ask the wizard in yellow or blue robes, and then select the option that says, "Can you help me find the Runesphere?" Sometimes you have to ask, "Can you help me find something first?" And then you'll get that option. So then the wizard will point you which direction the spear is pointing towards. This is based on the island the wizard's standing. So for example, if he hints southwest, then you can try to travel south or west on the island until you find it. Now if you can't find it, you can just ask another wizard for more hints. On the other hand, if a wizard says it's siphoned to its core, that means the dead Runesphere. Just like anything in Runespan, it requires rune essence it provides for you. There are several phases of the Runesphere. The phase it initially spawns is different for every world, but don't panic if your runecrafting level is too low. There's a time for each Runesphere of how long it lasts, depending on which phase, so you can wait here or come back later. You can have 10 players siphoning at once, or nobody at all, and it will still deplete at the same pace. So basically here's a table of each spear phase. From the bottom of the table all the way up to air phase is the order of the depletion. So when the spear is fully depleted, it'll show a yellow glowing energy, and it will generally stay there for about an hour. Now here's where the reward comes into play. Every siphon will get you Rune Dusts. This is similar to Shooting Star for Stardust. Lower phases tend to yield more dust per siphon. Each day there's a cap of 1,000 dusts you can siphon. So once all the phases are depleted, you can now hand in the Rune Dusts to the yellow energy core. So at 25 XP per dust, you'll get 25k runecrafting XP per day. And you know what's cool? Bonus XP, clan avatar, runecrafting robes, and all these XP buffs actually do boost the XP you gain from handing it in. However, if a Runesphere depletes entirely before you get 1000 Rune Dusts, you'll not be able to get any more Rune Dusts for the rest of the day. Also, if you disconnect or relog while siphoning a Runesphere, it will count as if you siphoned a Runesphere before. You can still hand it in, but just sucks unfortunately that you can't get the max XP. So if you arrive on the island, it wouldn't count as if you siphoned it until you at least siphon at least one dust. Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate one. So I don't know which location the spear is, so I'm just going to go ask the wizards for hints and travel across each island. In this case, this one happens to be at the bottom floor, just one island southwest of the entrance. How lucky, eh? If you have Rune Ethereal outfit unlocked, then you can pretty much travel every island for free. It also retains the effects of Master Runecrafters outfit, if you have them. But if you don't have this outfit, then at the start point of any floor in Runespan, just right click buy 10 of each rune from the wizard, and that'll get you enough runes to travel between each island. You should be capable of getting enough Runespan points on every Runesphere you siphon, so that shouldn't be a problem. I would suggest you announce your Runesphere location to your friends or clanmates, or anyone you know basically. That way it can save the trouble of them having to find it themselves. Now there isn't a friend chat that tracks this officially, although there are a few clan chats that do sometimes. Okay, so provided that somebody already told you which island the Runesphere is going to be located, I would say it takes like 2 minutes to find it at most. I also didn't factor in the time it would take to siphon after I got my 1000 dusts, since you can do whatever you want anyways, and it wouldn't really matter. You can either teleport out and bank them and then do other skills, or just do broad arrows here to fletch while you wait, or whatever works for you really. Ideally, it would be better if you start siphoning at like Earth or Fire phase, as you wouldn't need to spend too much time waiting for it to deplete, and you'll get enough easily anyways. Now if you arrive by the time Mine phase has already started, then you should wait another time instead, because you'll very likely not get 1000 dusts. Alright, so pretty much it took me 6 minutes to siphon 1000 Rune Dusts. Extrapolating this in a full hour would get me like 250k Runecrafting XP per hour. That's assuming that you're not using any XP multipliers. And again, I only factored in the siphoning time, so any downtime you can do whatever efficient activity you want, and then come back later and hand it in. So how does this compare to Abyss Runecrafting? Well, Abyss Runecrafting's faster, but it's not always safe, and it's pretty click intensive. So is this D&D worth doing overall? I would say as a daily activity, yes, it's definitely worth your time. However, it can sometimes be annoying to find the spear, and the spawn times aren't very convenient. But now that you know how to track one, you should really consider it. And so to conclude this, I would like to give a lot of credit to BatwingRobes for creating the website called 99forthewin.com. I think he also has a couple of helpers as well, so yeah, I would also give credit to them as well. So yeah, thanks for watching and I hope it helps. If I missed anything, feel free to ask.